we look back at one of the biggest Olympic scandals involving a Canadian athlete, the fastest sprinter on the planet at that time, and find out what generations can learn from Ben Johnson's debacle. During the 1987-88 season, he held the title of the world's fastest man, breaking both the 100 meters and the 60 meters indoor world records. At the age of 26, was it a bad mentorship or destiny? Bad mentorship often leads to a lack of effective guidance and wrong direction in life. Benjamin Sinclair Johnson's debacle serves as an important lesson for future generations. The need for responsible mentorship, consequences of unethical choices, upholding fair play and integrity, the role of media and public opinion, and emphasis on clean sports and drug testing. By learning from Benjamin Sinclair Johnson's debacle, future generations can strive to uphold the values of honesty, integrity, fair play, and responsible decision-making in all areas of their lives. Benjamin Sinclair Johnson Jr., also known as Ben Johnson, is a former Canadian sprinter born on December 30, 1961. He gained international recognition for his athletic achievements, particularly in the field of sprinting. However, Ben Johnson was a very skillful soccer player as well. He changed his mind to become a track and field athlete when he met Carl Lewis. They were different in some perspectives. They came from different countries. Ben Johnson is from Canada, while Carl Lewis is from the USA. Ben grew up poor, but Carl's Lewis parents both went to college. Johnson is best known for his victory in the men's 100-meter race at the 1988 Olympic Games in Seoul, where he set a world record time of 9.79 seconds. Ben Johnson grew up in Jamaica. He was born in Falmouth, Trelawney, Jamaica on December 30, 1961. Ben Johnson later moved to Canada at the age of 15 to pursue his athletic career. He attended Canada schools and amateur athletic club, and represented Canada in international competitions, leaving his father behind to continue working at the phone company. His father's name is Ben Johnson Sr., a telephone repairman in Jamaica, while his mother is Gloria Johnson, who was a cook and waitress. She died in September 2004. The Johnson family was reasonably successful, with a pleasant home and a large yard. Ben Johnson has a daughter from an unnamed relationship, and through her, he has a granddaughter. He spends much of his time with his daughter and granddaughter. Ben Johnson established himself as a promising sprinter under the training of coach Charlie Francis, a sprint champion himself who was also Canada's national sprint coach for 9 years. Charlie Francis was his mentor and coach at that time. Ben Johnson currently lives in Markham, Ontario, Florida. Benjamin Johnson started honing his athleticism from a young age. Growing up in Jamaica, Johnson showcased his sprinting abilities at an early age and began participating in local track and field events. Johnson met his coach and mentor Charlie Francis and joined the Scarborough Optimists Track and Field Club, training at York University, Toronto, Ontario. Francis was a Canadian 100 meters sprint champion himself in 1970, 1971, and 1973, and a member of the Canadian team for the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich, before he became Canada's national sprint coach for 9 years. Ben Johnson's first international success came when he won 2 silver medals at the 1982 Commonwealth Games in Brisbane, Australia. He finished behind Alan Wells of Scotland in the 100 meters with a time of 10.05 seconds, and was a member of the Canadian 4x100 meters relay team, which finished behind Nigeria's Samson Oyeladen, Isiaka Dayanju, Ikpoto Asame, and others. This success was not repeated at the 1983 World Championships in Helsinki, where he was eliminated in the semifinals, finishing 6th with a time of 10.44. Nor at the 1983 Pan American Games in Caracas, where Johnson placed 5th in the 100m final with a time of 10.25. At the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, he reached the 100 meters final after false starting. He won the bronze medal behind Carl Lewis and Sam Grady with a time of 10.22. He also won a bronze medal with the Canadian 4x100 meters relay team of Johnson, Tony Sharp, Desai Williams, and Sterling Hines, who ran a time of 38.70. By the end of the 1984 season, Johnson had established himself as Canada's top sprinter. And on August 22nd in Zurich, Switzerland, he bettered Williams' Canadian record of 10.17 by running 10.12. He continued to develop his athletic prowess under the guidance of renowned coach Charlie Francis when he moved to Canada. Johnson's training focused on sprinting, and his dedication and talent led him to compete in various national and international competitions, eventually culminating in his participation and success at the Olympic Games. He began honing his athleticism as a teenager and dedicated his time to sprinting and training in his formative years. He won the 100 meters at the 1987 World Championships in Athletics and at the 1988 Summer Olympics, but was disqualified for doping and stripped of the gold medal. And later he also lost most of the other medals he had achieved, while being doped with anabolic steroids from 1981 to 1988 when he was caught. After winning the 1988 Olympic race, Johnson's urine samples contained stanozolol and he was disqualified 3 days later. In the 1989 Dubin Inquiry, a Canadian government investigation into drug abuse, Johnson's coach Charlie Francis admitted that the Canadian sprinter first took steroids in 1981. However, his career and achievements were overshadowed by a positive drug test for the banned steroid stanozolol, which led to his disqualification from the race and subsequent suspension. Despite the controversy, Johnson's case drew attention to anti-doping efforts in sports and contributed to discussions around fair play and clean competition. Johnson served a 2-year suspension imposed by the International Amateur Athletic Federation and was reinstated for competition in September of 1990. The young runner was able to regain some of the respect he had lost. However, the comeback was stillborn after he again failed a drugs test in 1993 and was banned for life. Drug cheats have come and gone since. Many medals have been stripped, but Johnson still remains the uniquely iconic pariah. A decade after his infamous Olympic final, Johnson had attempted various comebacks but never got close to his former heights. Throughout the decades, the proud Johnson has been not able to surpass his shame. Withdrawing into a tranquil life in a Toronto suburb, his companions, a huge number of dollars in supports, and his valued Ferrari all gone. Once in the celebrity list, who counted Enzo Ferrari among his many fans, soon found himself alone. Some of those who played major roles in this world of sport's biggest doping scandals are Johnson's coach Charlie Francis, Jamie Astafan, the doctor who allegedly supplied the drugs, his former lawyer, advisor, and confidant Ed Futerman, have died, leaving the disgraced sprinter alone to face still unanswered questions. Despite all these challenges, Benjamin Johnson still had a successful career as a sprinter and won several championships and titles throughout his athletic journey. Here are some of the major championships and notable achievements of Benjamin Johnson. Olympic Games. 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. 2 bronze medals, 100 meters and 200 meters events. 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul. Gold medal in the 100 meters event. However, this title was later revoked due to a positive drug test. IAAF World Championships. 1987 World Championships in Rome. Gold medal in the 100 meters event. Pan American Games. 1983 Pan American Games in Caracas. Gold medal in the 100 meters event. Commonwealth Games. 1982 Commonwealth Games in Brisbane. Gold medal in the 100 meters event. 1986 Commonwealth Games in Edinburgh. Gold medal in the 100 meters event. These are some of the notable championships won by Benjamin Johnson throughout his career. However, it is important to note that his victory at the 1988 Olympic Games was later nullified due to a positive drug test, which resulted in his disqualification. Given the controversial nature of Benjamin Johnson's career, there are no major awards or accolades that are widely recognized or celebrated within the athletic community. While Johnson did achieve significant athletic success, including winning medals at various championships, those achievements were later nullified due to the doping scandal. Consequently, he did not receive any significant awards or honors following his disqualification. It is worth noting that recognition for sporting achievements is typically associated with clean and fair play, which Johnson's positive drug test negated. Johnson's downfall highlights the importance of maintaining integrity in all aspects of life, including sports. It reminds us that cheating or using performance-enhancing drugs not only tarnishes individual reputations but also undermines the principles of fair competition. Johnson's experience demonstrates the severe consequences of unethical choices. His disqualification, loss of medals, and damage to his reputation had a lasting impact on his career and personal life. It emphasizes the importance of making ethical choices and considering the long-term effects of one's actions. Johnson's case also highlights the potential influence of improper guidance and mentorship. It is crucial for younger generations to seek guidance from individuals who prioritize sportsmanship, honesty, and fair play. Responsible mentorship can contribute to the development of strong moral character. Ben Johnson's scandal also underscores the power of media and the impact of public opinion. It teaches us to be cautious of how our actions may be perceived and the potential consequences that can arise from negative media attention. It highlights the importance of fostering positive public perception by acting with integrity. Ben Johnson's case prompted a significant shift in the approach to drug testing and anti-doping efforts in sports. It serves as a reminder of the ongoing need to promote clean sports, protect the integrity of competitions, and ensure fair opportunities for all athletes. By learning from Benjamin Sinclair Johnson's debacle, future generations can strive to uphold the values of honesty, integrity, fair play, and responsible decision-making in all areas of their lives. Bad mentorship can hinder one's self-esteem and confidence. If a mentor constantly criticizes or belittles an individual, it can undermine their self-worth and inhibit their ability to thrive and reach their full potential. Without proper guidance, individuals may miss out on opportunities for growth and development. A lack of mentorship can prevent individuals from receiving valuable feedback, constructive criticism, and opportunities to learn from others' experiences. Recognizing the signs of bad mentorship is essential to protect oneself from its negative impacts. It is important to be aware of red flags, such as mentors who constantly undermine or manipulate, refuse to provide support, or display unethical behavior. By identifying these red flags, individuals can seek out positive mentors who prioritize their growth, provide guidance, and serve as positive role models. Therefore, bad mentorship can impede personal and professional growth, disrupt values and beliefs, and damage self-esteem. It is crucial to be aware of these potential negative effects and actively seek out mentors who can positively impact our lives. During an interview, Ben Johnson recalls his bust when his coach, Charlie Francis, came to his Seoul hotel room early on the fateful morning. His face was like he was breaking the news about somebody that had died. Francis told him he had failed a drugs test. Johnson's first words to him were, "So they finally got me." He had been doping since the early 80s. It was Francis's idea and Johnson went along with it. Ben Johnson did not realize everyone was juiced until Charlie told him. If it was bad in the 80s, how bad does Johnson think the doping problem is now in athletics? Ben Johnson thinks it is worse now. As soon as he knew he had failed a test, he told his mother, Gloria, to whom he was exceptionally close until her death in 2004. She was devastated. They agreed as a family he would come clean to the world. Several lawyers advised him against it, he said. She was a good mother, who refused to encourage bad behavior. Ben Johnson needs just 3 words to describe the life he has lived since that infamous day in Seoul when he was exposed as the most notorious Olympic cheat of the 20th century. He has described this as journey to hell. The past, understandably, haunts him still. The journey that has taken Johnson to Libya in 1999, where he worked for the family of the now-dead dictator, Muammar Gaddafi, and saw for himself the brutality and corruption of that murderous regime. Ben Johnson went to Libya to become a football coach for the son of Muammar Gaddafi. Libya's dark, divided side, that culminated in the civil war in which Colonel Gaddafi was killed in October 2011, was apparent when Johnson was there. The West saw Libya as a pariah state and him as a pariah athlete. Libya felt it was a coup to have him working with them. He also appeared in charity races and acted as a trainer for football player Diego Maradona. In 2005, he launched a sports supplement line called the Ben Johnson Collection, which also had a clothing line, but it proved unpopular. He also had several television spots promoting the energy drink Cheetah Power Surge. He released an autobiography in 2010 entitled Soul to Soul. Johnson has fared better in other markets, notably Japan, where he is something of a cult figure, like a cartoon character. Also, he has been invited there often in his post-competitive years, mainly to appear in stunts. TSN reported that he was working as a trainer with professional athletes, including Florida Panthers forward Anthony Stewart and Nashville Predators defenseman PK Subban. He is the face of World Anti-Doping Agency campaign, a global athletes association. He urged youth to stay away from drugs. Although nearly everybody was drugging and getting away with it, at least for the Russians, kept happening right through the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, and even into the current Summer Games. At the time of the Ben Johnson scandal, no less than 6 of the 8 finalists in that 100 meters race would eventually be implicated in doping scandals, including Carl Lewis, who it was later revealed had tested positive for stimulants at the U.S. Olympic trials, according to The Telegraph. Benjamin Johnson has kept a relatively low profile following his retirement from professional athletics. It appears that he has not been involved in any prominent public initiatives or high-profile activities in recent years. It is possible that Johnson has chosen to maintain a private life away from the public spotlight. Ben Johnson's net worth is estimated to be around $2 million. Please note that net worth can vary based on various factors, such as career earnings, investments, and other ventures. He shared a home with his mother for several years, until her death in 2004, following which he lived with his sister. Benjamin Sinclair Johnson is a former Canadian sprinter who made significant contributions to society through his athletic achievements and subsequent advocacy for anti-doping measures. Here are some of the key contributions of Benjamin Johnson. Athletic achievements. Johnson is best known for his stunning victory in the men's 100-meter race at the 1988 Olympic Games in Seoul, South Korea. He set a world record time of 9.79 seconds, becoming the first person to break the 9.8-second barrier, raising awareness on doping. Johnson's accomplishments were later tarnished when he tested positive for the banned substance stanozol. This incident led to increased awareness about doping in sports and highlighted the need for stringent anti-doping measures to protect the integrity of athletics. Promoting fair play. Following his ban from competition, Johnson has been an advocate for clean and fair competition in sports. He has spoken out against doping and has used his personal experience to emphasize the importance of adhering to anti-doping regulations, inspiring future athletes. Despite the controversies surrounding his career, Johnson's remarkable speed and achievements have inspired many aspiring athletes around the world. His story serves as a reminder of the talent and dedication required to excel in the world of athletics, encouraging conversations on doping prevention. Johnson's case has helped spark numerous discussions and debates on the effectiveness of anti-doping measures. as well as the challenges associated with detecting and preventing the use of performance-enhancing substances. While Benjamin Sinclair Johnson's career was marred by controversy, his contributions to society lie in the attention his case brought to doping in sports, the subsequent changes it initiated, and the ongoing discussions it sparked to ensure a fair and clean environment for athletes. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave comment, and share this video. And please turn on your notification in order to see more of my videos. Thank you for watching.